I'm here today to do the MASH book edition tag game, whatever it's called. This was created by Jesse. I will link his video down below. And Heather from Heather's Book Review added the best friend category, which I wrote up here. And I will also link her down below in her video, so you should go check them out. They're awesome, and I'm really excited that this tag was created because who hasn't played MASH and predicted their future, and it's just fun. I've kind of put off doing this for a while because I was really scared of what my future was going to turn out to be, because most of the time when I play this just regularly, I always end up with a really bad future, so I'm kind of nervous, fingers crossed, that this is how it's going to turn out good. So basically what I've done is on my little whiteboard over here, I've already written out my options, so it just saved me time from having to write them out on camera, and it gave me some time to think on what I wanted to pick. So I'll kind of hurry and describe to you guys how this goes, and if you haven't done this already, go do it because this is so fun, and it's harmless fun. You get to pick a fictional reality for yourself. Who doesn't want that? Alright, so I hope you guys can see this, but for my first category, you put, well, I guess to start it all off, you write MASH at the top, and each letter stands for, like, what you'll live in. So M stands for mansion, A apartment, shack, house, and then you pick out your categories. So for where I'll live, you have to list at least 4 per category is usually standard. You can list however many you really want. And how I did it was you always have to pick something bad because you can't give yourself an amazing future. That's cheating. But I picked out like 1, maybe 2 on some bad options. So for where I live, obviously Hogwarts. Who wouldn't want to live at Hogwarts from Harry Potter? I also picked Paris from Anna and the French Kiss. She went there. And then for my crappy one, I kind of picked District 12 because who wants to live there? And lastly, I picked the Institute from the Mortal Instruments series because when reading that, I thought that was just the coolest place to live, and who wouldn't want to live there? For my occupation, I picked, of course, Shadowhunter. I feel like everyone picks that, but I mean, come on. Really. For my not so good one, I picked Avox from the Hunger Games because you get your tongue cut out and you stand there and wait on people. Not my idea of a fun job, sorry. And then for my third option, I picked Game Maker, also from the Hunger Games, because it kind of sounds fun. I like inventing stuff. Probably not ideally to have kids kill each other, but you know, you get the gist. And lastly, I picked Sorter from the Matched trilogy, where you just sort things. That kind of sounds really boring, but these are the only occupations I could really think of, given the amount of time, that sounded different and unique. Now onto my favorite category, who I'm going to marry. So of course I have to put my 2 leading men. This was not a hard category at all, by the way. So for my first one, of course I picked Noah Shaw from the Mara Dyer series. Love him. Equally as good, and I hope I get one of these 2. I'm crossing my fingers and I will just be a happy girl. Who cares what else I get, as long as I get either Noah or Liam Stewart from The Darkest Minds. Oh my gosh. 2 words, Southern gentleman. Come on, it doesn't get better than that. For my not so good pick, Sebastian, I might just commit suicide if I end up with him, so we will see how this works out. And lastly, of course, I have to pick Dimitri from the Vampire Academy series. Enough said, do I really need to explain? For transportation, this one was kind of tricky. I was trying to figure out some cool transportation methods from books I read besides just your ideal car, but I had to include an Italian sports car because I think I was remembering from Twilight, like Alice's car, something along that line. They always had cool cars, so I was validated in picking a cool car. I also picked teleport because that would be really cool. Save money on gas. I feel like I was trying to avoid it, but I can only think of broom. And this would be my crappy alternative because I am scared of heights. Well, yes and no, because I'm scared of falling from heights. I could stand up somewhere just fine on really high ground if I don't fall. But if I know I'm going to fall off, that's not going to last very well, and I will fall off the broom. And lastly, I picked the Metro because that's pretty standard in a lot of books. Alright, so I hope you guys can see this side. I'll try to move out. For the best friend category, I picked Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy. She is just a baddie, and I would love to be her friend. I also picked Kenji from the Shatter Me series because, come on, it's Kenji. He's hilarious. And also Chubbs from the Darkest Minds because he reminds me a lot of Kenji, and they're both like that funny extra person in the storyline. I would love a best friend like one of them. I love me some good sarcasm. And for my crappy one, I picked Celeste from The Selection because I absolutely hate her and I loathe her, and I just want to throw something at her, so if I get paired with her, I might also commit suicide if I have to spend a lot of time with her. For pets, I picked dog and cat, of course, those are pretty basic. Let me explain what a demon gator is. I don't know the name of it, but in the City of Bones in the first book, there's like, they describe this demon that's coming into her apartment that looks like an alligator, so that counts as a crappy pet, right? It would eat you. And of course, I also picked an owl. For kids, I've always wanted 3 kids, so I hope I could get that one. But next to that, ideally I'd want 4. For a kind of an out there crazy one, I picked 22. I really hope I don't get that because yikes. And then I also picked 0. That's also kind of a crappy alternative because I at least want 1 kid, but I wanted to make that one somewhat interesting. Okay, so I will make my swirly right now. Wow, that was a really crappy job. And then you just count the lines going in towards the middle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my number is 5. So now what you'll do in case, I feel like I'm just explaining this to people who already know how to play this, so yeah. So what you do is you'll count to 5 and then erase that option, and you keep going until you have 1 option left in each category. So I will just kind of fast forward through this part and we will see at the end of the results. Okay, so I'm back, and I have a very interesting future. I'm really excited, but I have some random stuff thrown into this. So, basically, I'm going to live in a mansion. And I will also live in a mansion in District 12. I think I've never heard of a mansion in District 12, so that's interesting. I'm going to be a sorter. Yay for boring jobs. But I am going to marry Liam Stewart. I couldn't be happier. Oh my gosh. And coincidentally, my best friend is Chubbs, which is his best friend in that series, so I guess he's now my best friend and not Liam's, but we're all like a big, happy little family. I'm so excited. I really wanted to get him. So, yay. My transportation, unfortunately, a broom. This is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to break my neck first go around. For pets, I got cat. That should be interesting because I'm not really a cat person. I'm much more of a dog person, but at least I didn't get Demon Gator. And for kids, holy 22 kids. We're going to be very busy. Oh my gosh. I hope that counts adopting because yikes. Is that even possible? So if you haven't done this, leave a video response and I will go watch it. And if you haven't done this, go do it. This is so much fun. I promise you guys. Like, who doesn't want to figure out their future? Yeah, it's good stuff. So, anywho, that was my Matchbook edition. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later.